The secret to wealth is self-trust. I'm going to try to keep this video short. I have a nail appointment and I don't want to talk for like 30 minutes today. So we are going to aim to condense this message into 10-minute video. Self-trust is the key to your wealth because wealth is associated to your golden age timeline. Your golden age timeline, for those of you who are new to my world, your golden age timeline is basically the version of your reality that is the absolute best version of your reality. Each and every single person's golden age timeline is going to look completely different and unique to them. But one thing that is going to be true across the board, no matter who you are, is that there is going to be some sort of resource abundance for that individual, because resources, money, wealth, that is basically a symbol that humanity uses to mark like how much power someone has about inflicting change on the external world. So if you don't have money and you're in a bedroom, okay? And if you don't have that much money, there's not much you can do to change the way your bedroom looks, to change your bed, to change the decor, to change etc., etc. So you kind of have to you don't have the power to do so. You don't have the power to make changes, to buy new furniture, to hire an interior designer, etc., etc. But the more money that you make or the more money that you have, the more you gain the power to change the things in your physical surroundings that you want to change. So the more money you have, the more precisely you can make your bedroom look the way that it looks in your head. Because the way that it looks in your head is essentially like when you design it like your dream, right? Your dream bedroom lives in your head. And the more money that you have, the more that you can actualize that and materialize that and ground that from like the ethers, from the non-physical thought realms. I like to think of that as like 4D reality from your imagination. And you ground it down into the 3D plane of existence, into material form. And then your bedroom can match what you see in your head. When you don't have resources, when you don't have wealth or money, it's just not possible. You can't really ground it. And so across the board, although everyone's golden age timelines and their golden age basically looks different, the golden age does not look the same for each and every individual because it's related to people's preferences, what they value in their life experience, so what they care about. Some people, their golden age timeline does involve like conventional measures of wealth, like big, huge houses and mansions. For other people, it's like not that at all. And maybe they actually really love having a tiny home, but maybe they also really love having zero responsibilities and not having to answer to anyone. And, so like depending on who you are and what you care about, that is going to be reflected in what your golden age timeline looks like. And your golden age timeline connects to your desires, okay? Because your interests and what you care about, it's related to your stream of desires, right? Like how I want my bedroom to look in my head, that is directly me, like the imagination, visual in my head is directly it's a desire stream, right? And I source from that and I use the resources that are available to me to bring it to fruition, to bring my golden age timeline to fruition. So why is self-trust the key to wealth then? Self-trust is the key to wealth because self-trust is the key to your golden age timeline. It's how you get on that timeline. The only person, and I've said this so many times before, but the only person that knows what your golden age timeline is and who actually has the map and the directions to get there is you. Nobody else knows what you're seeing in your imagination. Nobody else outside of you even understands what exactly you're aiming at. And parts of you might not even fully know what you're aiming at, right? Because sometimes our golden age timeline is not fully hashed out in our minds. Like we create it with time, like step by step by step. And like as we move forward, more things come into fruition. And we're like, oh my God, I didn't even realize I wanted that. And it's just here. Like, it's not all in your head at all times. So in the same way, it's like nobody else outside of you has the map. Nobody outside of you has the directions. No one knows where you're aiming. They know where they're aiming, They know what their concept of a golden age looks like, feels like, etc. Like I was saying, for someone, a golden age for them might include like a mansion, but for someone else, like a mansion might feel like a big headache because that's a really big house that you have to figure out how to maintain and clean and manage and all of that. So the only person who knows what you like, what you want, is you. And so self-trust comes in here, because if you are the only one who knows what you want and what you care about and what you're aiming towards, the only person that is going to know what to do in each and every moment, to know what actions to take, what decisions to make in each and every moment to get to where you want to be, is you. You can go around, and anytime a decision point comes up, you can go around and you can ask people for advice, but where are they giving the advice from? Like, what are they basing their advice on? They're basing their advice on what they think is best, what they perceive as the golden age timeline for them. And that might not match up for you. And so in order to walk, like, it's like a prerequisite. You cannot align yourself with your golden age timeline unless you have self-trust, unless you're able to feel into the answers to your own questions, until you're able to, like, when decisions points come up, until you're able to trust your own decision over what anyone else is saying, especially when when you want to do something or take a certain action and other people really don't get it, and you have to then take that action anyway, despite not having that external validation, and despite potentially having a lot of people projecting fears onto you and stuff. The more that you are anchored in self-trust, the more that you've developed the self-trust muscle, the more that you align yourself with your golden age timeline. Because again, what your self-trust is connected to, like what those inner decisions are connected to, is the directions to where you want to be. Okay? And other people's validation has absolutely nothing to do with your golden age timeline. Like, it's great, it's a great bonus if other people praise you and validate you and celebrate you. Like, that's always feels really good, and it's a great bonus, and it fucking hits. You know, it's like whenever someone compliments me or something, I always just feel like it's like snorting drugs or something, because it feels so good, you know, when someone does validate you. But I just want to remind you that external validation is not necessary for you to achieve the vision of your life that you want to achieve. You don't need anyone else to give you permission, to validate you, to, to just like encourage you. You don't need that. If it comes, that's great, but it's not a necessary thing that you have to have in order to achieve the dream life that you are envisioning. Oftentimes, if you talk to people who have achieved their dream visions or are actively achieving their dream visions and have already like achieved part of it, they'll tell you that the actions that they took that directly got them here were often actions that other people outside of them didn't understand, and other people outside of them maybe even like discouraged them a bit. But yet, amidst that like outside dissonance, what's it called? Outside discouragement, they still trusted themselves. They trusted their inner vision. They trusted the inner knowing that they had, and they went forward. And then obviously, because they're like following their own directions to their own destination that they chose, they got there with given enough time. So that's your reminder for today. Self-trust is the key to wealth. Trust yourself. Trust yourself. You don't have to explain. Oh, also watch yesterday's video, which is you don't have to explain yourself to anyone. That's another thing. Like, you can trust yourself and you don't have to explain it to anyone that is questioning you. You get to be like a fully sovereign, free being. That's it for today's video. Thank you for watching. Links to 2 different memberships that I have right now: the Golden Age Accelerator membership and the Cocoon membership. All of the details are through the links below. I recommend reading the sales page of the one that you feel most called to, because they are for people in like different phases of life and different life situations. So That's it. Thank you for watching. And oh my god, it's like perfectly 10 minutes. Yay!